Hello! Welcome to Shark Stream. Pay no attention to the podcast in the background. Natalie is in the other room. Hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Shark Stream. It's me. It's Gage. How y'all doing? As I said, while I was initially planning to stream yesterday, I decided to go ahead and skip just because I had some housekeeping things to do. And I'm happy to report that housekeeping things were done in lieu of me streaming. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. There's still some other stuff that needs to be done, which I will, be taking care of. Probably tomorrow. What better birthday gift to myself than to spend my day cleaning? No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not going to be streaming anyway, so I might as well, right? I am presented with a problem, however, in that initially my intention was, okay, I'll stream Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday, and then stream Thursday. That should give me enough time to get to the end of A Realm Reborn. And it has come to my attention via notifications sent out by Squeenix themselves. This game is not going to be playable on Thursday. Because they're taking the day from 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 2nd to 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 3rd to update shit for Endwalker. So I will not be streaming Final Fantasy XIV on Thursday, in fact. I'm just gonna have to sit around doing fuck all until the evening, where I will be streaming The Order 1886. So maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know. I would like to try and get to the end of A Realm Reborn before Endwalker comes out. Get to that infamous half-hour-long cutscene. But if we're going to be getting anywhere towards the end of A Realm Reborn before Endwalker, we're going to need to get started here. Last time, we completed the Crystal Tower. Oh, Natalie, I almost forgot to tell you. When I was running raids earlier, one of our healers dropped.
Uh-huh.
And the healer that replaced them's name was Feral Graha.
Oh, fucking yeah.
But yeah, last time we completed the Crystal Tower raids, we met Graha Tia, a character who I'm sure will never come back, and it's not important in any way whatsoever outside of the fact that Natalie loves him.
I'm in love with him. I have several pieces of media.
Natalie has written fan fiction about Graha Tia.
I may have a unique piece of merch, double-sided body pillow, safe for work. I can have it out at the coffee table as a talking piece.
And I got you that standee, like the official one.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
He's just hanging out. But today, we are going to be moving into the patch content proper. I don't know if I explained this previously, but the way that it works with Final Fantasy XIV is that they will, release a chunk of game. Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker. And then once that chunk has been released and has had its time to, diffuse itself into like the collective unconscious and the public consciousness, they start releasing story patches. And there tends to be like no more than like 5 story patches per expansion generally.
Yeah.
Like
They all tend to be based on like vague political, like what you did in the expansion and its political ramifications to Eorzea on a whole.
Yeah. And usually, the way that they tend to be structured is that, like, maybe, like, the first 3 patches, like, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, tend to be, like, an epilogue of the expansion you just played, whereas 0.4 and 0.5, would you say they tend to be, like, the prologue for the next expansion?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking of the way, like, Shadowbringers went, the way that Stormblood...
5.4 and 5.55 were all lead-ups to
Endwalker. Yeah. Kind of establishing, like, the status quo of Eorzea going into the next expansion. I would say the only thing that maybe doesn't follow that particular structure is maybe like the final patch for Heaven's Word. Just because like that's a very sort of like kind of definitive cutoff point. It doesn't really feel like a prologue. It feels like a climax. You know? But that's neither here nor there, because we're not fucking talking about Heaven's Word right now. We're talking Reborn. So we're going to go ahead and get in here and see what the star holds for us following the defeat of the Ultima Weapon and the Black Wolf Gaius Van Balsar. That is, after we get through the 43-player queue.
Get used to those double-digit numbers, everybody!
Double-digit? When Endwalker drops, it's not gonna be double-digit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get used to this.
Enjoy this while it lasts, more like. I don't have the TV unmuted, I just noticed. I can't hear shit for fuck. Here we go. It's everybody's favorite bunny. Standing on the bed. Because what else would you do? Her shoes are filthy. Like, I don't know what it is about the fucking, like, 2B attire, but, like, these shoes got, like, dirt all over them. Like, what the hell?
Those are her hooves, you bitch!
Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way into A Realm Reborn, Part 5. At the end of a large-scale operation marshalling the combined might of the 3 city-states, the Warrior of Light emerges triumphant in the Praetorium. The Empire's stranglehold over the realm thus broken, the leaders of Eorzea declare that the 7th astral era has dawned, but the celebration would prove short-lived, for there can be no light without shadow. Alright, where is this? Oh, wouldn't you know it, we have to pray Return to the Waking Sands. Pray Return to the Waking Sands, won't you? I've got chips. Tataru, how are you?
The Gallian threat may have abated, but there is no end to the work we Scions do. In our own unique ways, may every one of us continue striving to make a better Eorzea.
All right. You got it, Tataru. Yes, please enter the Waking Sands. For the love of God. Alphinaud, my boy. Are you ready to get your fucking clock cleaned? The nerve of some petitioners, engaging us as if we were a band of common mercenaries. I should be glad to refuse them all without a second thought. Alright. Slav Swiss. I think I Radolf! Everybody hanging out. Ishtola. In bringing the struggle against the Empire to a decisive end, the nations of Eorzea spent much of their military strength. I fear the beast tribes have caught scent of the temporary weakness and will give us scant leave to rest. A hero's work is never done, Aigeld. Fuck, you said it. Thancred, how's the possession recovery going? Believe me, I am quite eager to resume active duties and redeem my good name, but I have not forgotten that similar sentiments nearly led me to my doom once before. I will not question the wisdom of our Baldesian colleagues. They have bid me rest, and so I shall. Papa Wemo. Just when we dared to believe the peace had arrived, another primal awakens. I say, has there ever been a rest for the weary?
So much has happened in this place. If the walls could talk, such tales they would be able to tell.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't talk. Wigstan? Arenvald? Alright, is that everybody? Is that everybody? I'm gonna go talk to Minfilia now. Hello, Lucas. Meowdy. Minfilia!
Aigeld, it pleases me to see you well.
Oh, I forgot to take my fucking visor off. Shit.
Do excuse me for interrupting, Aigeld. My lady, a gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. Oh? I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady.
Uh-huh.
Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Baelsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldesian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Uh-huh. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter.
I will do that, Minfilia, for you. I like Minfilia a lot. What's up? Oh, yeah. They should be in the pocket of my jacket, which is... Let's not knock anything on my desk over. Oop. Sorry, Alan? No, it's Max Payne. Sorry, Alan. What? How dare you refuse their will to turn the Scions into marketable material? No, don't turn me into a marketable plushie! This is fine, actually. I'm okay with this. When are those Final Fantasy XIV plushies coming out? I need Nashu. Give
Gimnashu, Ishtola. Recall your meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Laminsans sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlwyb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsans to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would seek us to relinquish it entirely. Fanquid. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, I gailed. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Ida? I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? I understand. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if that comes at the cost of our principles... Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Fuck, man, you said it! Can you mend my shit? I have been throwing myself against a lot of robots recently. Alphinaud, what say you? What nuggets of wisdom do you have to share, friend Alphinaud? This situation is not wholly unexpected. I, too, have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, I gailed. Okay. I forgot to take my fucking visor off again. No one will know what my emotions are if they can't see my eyes! Alphinaud, give us your wisdom, O chosen one. Alphinaud, I gailed? Is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Menphilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vespa Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vespa Bay still lacks an aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. More donut. More donuts? Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years.
but truly I believe this to be the best course of action.
As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphinaud. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphinaud. I am sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, that after all. Fucking Alphinaud. Okay, let's take care of this now. There we go. Much better. Show us those beautiful eyes of yours, Aigeld. Lovely. Minfilia! Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Aigeld. Pray, attend to Alphinaud. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphinaud waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Okay. Okay, Minfilia. Does anyone have anything new to say? Slav Swiss. No. Radolf. No. Yishtoluk. No. Okay. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamine was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamine's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamine is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliad, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late in the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I meant to set forth for Lenosia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gegaruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Okay. Flamine was actually a character in 1.0. I remember seeing like a clip from a cutscene with her. I think it was in a tweet about how much fucking money was dumped into the goddammit I went the wrong way. BRB Minfilia, we gotta go see if we can find your adoptive mom. Your cat mom. I'm gonna go ahead and just chips.
going to be having a late dinner for reasons. So I need to snack a bit in order to kind of keep myself awake. It would be annoying if I posted about it. Posted about Flamine in 1.0? I suppose not. Of course, the money that they poured into the cutscenes is one of the reasons why that game was a bit of a mess financially. What is that orb? What is this orb? Hazel, can you get off the orb for a second? Like a big Christmas ornament, this thing. Gegaruju, you fucking weirdo. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane! I mean, Hygeld, what brings you to my humble resort? Flamine? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Uldar? Egads, woman, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Don't say things like that, Yegi. Oh, for shame, to think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Kikaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks to see if any witnesses might have some knowledge as to... Fuck. Come on, Gage. Get it together. Any knowledge to spare, we would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Okay. Don't you fucking talk to me. I could just warp to Wineport. My back is killing me today. I don't know what's up. Boo da 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 dun do da do bum Hey you, Gordon Ramsay wannabe. Well, if it isn't Hygeld, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. This guy like Flamine stinky. She's probably not stinky. It's just probably overpowering. You, Jungbar. Eh? You want to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Flamine? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Thank you. Whoop. Whoop. But yeah, no, I don't mind talking about 1.0 stuff. Because Lord knows I don't know a whole lot about it. Well, there goes that weird robo-beetle. What could it be? Chamonix! I see you have had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Hygeld. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. She kind of adopted Minfilia, kind of out of guilt. I want to say that gets discussed. I'm pretty sure, at some point. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. She was trying to help her boyfriend rise in the ranks of Uldar politics by playing the role of saviors in a parade. Okay. So I told her to follow the road south and to rain catch a gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. I will make so much haste. Let us go, Vince. This is my lizard. He's named Vince. Thank you. Say hi, Vince. Vince, say hi to the nice people watching the stream. Aw, he's got the sniffles. Oh! Flamine! There you are. Oh no. No. I think not. Since she felt responsible for Minfilia's dad, I think I mentioned this at 2.0, she starts taking care of her and teaches her about mining and stuff. Oh. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make perfume, see, and I... Bunny, 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 bunny. Flamine, I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The abandoned stage of the Miners Guild wasn't abandoned in 1.0. She danced there occasionally. Oh. The songstress of Ulda, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say Acilia, is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia, when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me. More than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lenosia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way in a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harbor these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation at a safer locale? Wineport, say. Uh-huh. Let's go. I could just warp there, but I could also not. Both options are particularly... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember. Fuck it. Abandoning this sentence. I love being up so high that I can see the repeating textures. Hold on, let's see. Can we, like... Like, you can see it on the grass. It's most obvious. You can also see it in, like, those mountains over there. It's very fun. I forget if a similar thing happens in, like, the expansions where, like, flying was introduced and where it was, like, the areas are designed for flying. But it's pretty clear that, like, you weren't supposed to see these things from very high up. Rescued yet again from the jaws of a ravenous Gubu. How quickly we forget the lessons of the past. Though I was not solely to blame for that foolishness. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I could scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Despite her years of nomadism, it would seem Lady Flamine has kept a close eye on the affairs of our order. Surprisingly close, in fact. Suffice to say, she is nothing if not resourceful. One does not develop such skills without effort, or without reason. You say my daughter awaits us in West Bay, yes? Blah, blah. I bit my... I'm still kind of nursing the spot I bit my tongue on a couple days ago, and it's making it very hard to talk.
I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands.
Wow, we're just here now. Alright, dope. Hold on, I want to see if anybody has anything to say about the fact that it's sunk shoulder. Nope. Nope. Banquet. Nope. You ain't got new shit to say? Don't even fucking talk to me. Don't you even talk to me. Minfilia, you'll never guess who we found. Antecedent, you have a guest.
Lamine? Acilia.
Oh.
I haven't seen her like this in years, Argale. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you in our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I am so proud of you, Acilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume! You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone through so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Aigel, however. Could not have made it without her.
I'm assuming this is one of those things where, just because of the pacing of that, we're just like, oh, we find her finding the flowers, and she's like, I don't know, I'm not ready to go see Minfilia yet. And then, like, the very next mission is like, okay, I'm ready to go see Minfilia. I'm guessing that was one of those missions that got really truncated when they went back and shortened the Realm Reborn campaign. I'm sure there was a series of lengthy fetch quests in order to make that perfume. Yeah, I helped. So now it's just like, yeah, I helped by kicking the shit out of a Gubu that almost ate her. It feels like that.
There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Uldar. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamine who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know how to survive.
Cat's eye is a direct reference.
I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both.
In one of the echo scenes in the Uldar storyline, you see her brag about finding it to Lamine.
One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student.
I think there is a side quest after the main story of Shadowbringers where you learn about some of that stuff. It's actually one of the side quests that you can do as New Game Plus, just because of it being pretty important overall to like the story and characters.
This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamine as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Asilia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Uldar. Lamine. You built it once, Asilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphinaud, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. I just noticed
Flamine has a Seeker of the Sun name, but I'm pretty sure her actual race is Keeper of the Moon. Like, it's the round pupils that give it away. I'm pretty sure Seekers of the Sun all have the slit pupils.
We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed.
Uh-huh.
Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students at Baldesion. Preparations begin at once.
Uh-huh.
It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause that they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible.
You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antecedent. Ah, the main character's here.
Really, Alphinaud, if I need concern myself with anything, it's surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am! Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll?
Hello.
Hi.
It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphinaud, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold Scions of Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. You should be honored to welcome your organization.
There are, of course, certain provisions which... My tongue is too big for my mouth right now. which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. Remember Alphinaud's frequent involvement making people either really like him or hate his snotty self. Alphinaud gets way better. But going back to this, it's just like, oh my god, Alphinaud, you were such a little punk.
It does.
Madam, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Igeld, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance.
It is a pleasure to make my acquaintance, you're right.
Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer will survive.
This guy sounds like Elvis. I can do it more Elvis-like if you want.
You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence ere long. Again, ere long.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Igeld. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there's already so much you have done for us, and for me. Uh-huh. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Okay, bye.
God, my kingdom for a voice cutscene right about now. Aww.
Ah, Igeld, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphinaud has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. Okay.
What's the haps, Alphinaud? You're here! Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Yay! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? Heh.
I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Reborn included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world.
Are you sure that is wise, Antecedent?
If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, and that all might know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for.
Yay! Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition.
And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire, to you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one.
Yay!
Woo!
as Scions Reborn.
There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamine to teach me the basics of mining too.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphinaud, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly a sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Aigale.
I'm just gonna zip zop zoobity bop over to Revenant's Toll. Be right back. Oh no, our company action's expired. Swaffborn! Where are you at? There you are. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Aigale. You have something for me, yes? I do. It's an invitation to smash! Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. I'm not jesting, actually. We need you to do so much. This part was really trimmed down. You need to unlock a specific guild has to complete it. Woof! Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see! Ha! But I jest. No, I don't. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. Huh. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Oh, mushy mushy.
Is that you, Aigale? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
Is everything quite alright, friend? I must pray return to the Waking Sands, Banani. I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. Pray, return to any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters.
Okay.
Questy accepty. It's possibly a primal. Primals? In my Gridania? I like it. Alright, let's go, Vince. This is the wrong way. Woo!
Lizard fly. How lizard fly? Do not worry about it. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap the Imperial forces have been sighted in the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it is nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Olay!
Flamine, you're here now.
How she has grown since last we spoke. She puts me to shame with her accomplishments, and for that I am full glad.
The nerve of oh. He's just... Does everybody have the same line? Yep. Radolf? Yep. Fanquid? Yep. Minfilia, what's the haps?
I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania.
Thine arrival is customarily timely, Aigeld. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex.
We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Muggles guard beyond such follies.
The what?
Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation.
Okay. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hulwa. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest.
Pray hasten to Gridania, Aigeld. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okay.
The Muggles. What? Huh? Any second now. There are people talking in the chat. Someone does not have enough gil for something. Whatever it is, I do not know. Anyway. We're just gonna go. Bunch of dead people on the ground. You know how it is. Vorsail Hulawa. A pleasure to see you as always, Aigeld. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yeah... Hail to the king, Kubo. Sounds like they need the Warrior of Light to give them gil. I'm not giving anybody gil, are you kidding? Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Kopp visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you shall hear from Kuplo Kopp himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand, which I believe is over at the Conjurer's Guild. You love to see the bunnies. I'm excited to see bunny boys. Just out and about. Having a ball.
Hail to the king, Kupo.
It was so funny I said it again. Hi everybody, it's me, Igeld. Don't worry, I'm not here for long.
The other scions have already arrived, madam. May I show you in?
You know, for a silent conjurer, you're not very silent. You sure talk a lot. Ah! Ida!
It must be something bad to have gotten Kuplo Kop this worried. Have you seen the way his thingummy is bobbing?
A threat to Moogle kind. Humph. I had hoped the antecedent suspicions were ill-founded, but I cannot see who else it could be. Raya O, how are you?
Our guest has brought ill tidings which must needs be heeded. Isn't that right, Kuplo Kop?
Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all. Huh. But I suppose Raya O's right. They've left us no choice, Kupo. Is this one voiced? I need something voiced. I need to relax for a bit. Whoa. Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no.
Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can't you see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray, forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful I am that you have come, Igeld. And upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mogglmog the 12th has returned to Eorzea.
Good King Mogglmog, good King Mog, Lord of all the land, Kupo?
A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he has a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former.
Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, and unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or perhaps because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So, good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us, except good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. Sounds like a load of hoopla, Kuplo. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes?
I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea?
The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned.
It is our belief that good King Mogglmog the 12th is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait. You're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work?
Kuplo tells the story and the wall is just like, bullshit. Plays Limp Bizkit and walks away. Amazing. What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure?
Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought into the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who have braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mogglesguard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Moggles Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Muggle the 12th, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Muggles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mugglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Aigeld, confront good King Mugglemog the 12th and drive him from our midst. Okay. Humbly do I thank you. The sanctuary of the Moggles Guard and their liege lord is concealed by the magical wards. Brother E. Sumi Yan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you possess any further.
Stradshire is overprotected between the Twin Adders, the Elementals, the Sylphs, and the Moggles Guard. I'll say. Ain't nobody fucking with the 12s would. Except for everyone who fucks with the 12s would. Oh, Isumiyan. What's up, Biddy? Woo! When in Rome.
Welcome, Aigeld, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Muggemug the 12th is of great comfort, to me and the Elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Muggles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Okay. The wards barring access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the selfsame method employed 5 years ago, when the first king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians, who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the Elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kopp confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moggles Guard themselves, yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labour any longer for fear that the Muggles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplo Kopp's keystones, Aigeld. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at Whetstone Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Alright. Where's Whetstone Pier? You have selected Regicide, Lancers Guild. Okay. My mouth is getting dry. I need, like, proper water. Proper water. Kuplo Kopp! Proper water. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier, I'll go on ahead. Ooh. You, take me to Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom, baby.
Ah, Big Mogul. Coup de Kappa. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo! I know what you're planning and I won't allow it! Open your eyes, Kupo! The king will never be satisfied no matter how many crystals you bring him! Excuse me. I will beat you up. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this Viera! Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them! Actually, you're worse, Kupo! Traitor to his kinsmoogles! He plots treason against the crown!
Enough. Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mogulmog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo.
The king is planning to purge the Twelveswood of his enemies, Kupo! We've got to stop him before it's too late! Okay. I can do that. I'm really good at stopping things. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the Bramble Patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. Be warned, the Muggles Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo! Escort Kuplo Kop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Sweetbloom Pier. You may rendezvous with him before trying again. Ah, fuck. Alright, Hazel, let's go. Is he following me? He is. Okay, cool. Good King Mogul. Oh. Is it just that one? Anyway. Good King Mogulmog. Good King Mog. Lord of all the land. Kupo. Good King Mogulmog. Good King Mog. Rules with iron hand. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Leads the brave and true. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Now it's time to meet his trusty crew. Kupo. Good King... Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Anyway. King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Oh, fuck. Shut up. Stop it. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Kind and noble lord, now bow your noggle and mind your gob, or he'll put you to the sword. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog, his judgment you will dread. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog, what do you decree? What do you decree? What do you decree? Off with their head. Krakow. Aww. Oh, shit. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Your God will put you to the sword. Good King Malcolm, good King mine. David Drink? What a name! Excuse me, David. We're here, Kupo! I don't see any more beasts, do you? Not really, no. Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. I did it. I'm the best. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. I will do that. For you, Kuplo Cop. Let's McFucking go. I think I can do this solo. It shouldn't be hard. Coop-de-coop. Greeting. Shut up. Yep. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Anyway. That is a big goddamn Moogle. Oh, he's gonna try and hurt me. What on earth? Nighty night. Anyways, I guess this is the first try with vocals. No, I think that might be Titan.
Battle of a dweller, battle of a dweller, battle of a dweller, Titan. Battle of a dweller, battle of a dweller, battle of a dweller, Titan.
You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Mogulmog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moggles Guard when you did. Thank you, Igeld. Oh, you're welcome. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go tell Pukni Park that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Raya O at Camp Tranquil, and we can relay the news to the chieftain. Okay.
Titan. Under the way.
There we go.
Titan. Titan.
I'm not. Now I've got it stuck. I fucking have that stuck in my head now. Fucking shit, goddamn. Fuck, shit, Christ. Fuck. Shit. Damn it. Let's go, Vince. Koopcha Koopa and Pukni Pak. Raya O, how's it going? Raya O, how it go?
Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mogulmog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Raya O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption.
Thank you.
Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Igeld. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the waking sand, pray return to the lotus stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind.
I can do that. I'm super good at talking about myself. I can hear JB shouting in the other room. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog, Lord of all the land, Kupo. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog, he's the brave and true. Good King Mogulmog, good King Mog, now it's time to meet his trusty crew, Kupo. I could just fucking teleport to the fucking Conjurer's Guild. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing running there? What do I look like? Fucking meteor? Well, yeah. Hey, I don't do that anymore. Meteor Survivor Bees Walkin'. That is a real money trader in chat. Let's go ahead and report them. Remember to do your part. Take that, Mukukber Elakaku.
Igeld, Kuplo Cop says you killed the king. I'm pleased, of course, but it completely spoiled the end of your story. Silly Moogle.
By Louis Soir's definition, the late King Mogulmog the 12th was indeed a primal. But how can that be? It defies all precedent.
Ooh, Papa Limo, just you wait and see. We're gonna get fucking weird with primals. Trust me.
Igeld, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus I have two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch.
Bunny bunny, bunny bunny bunny, bunny bunny bunny.
Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of.
Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds.
According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means...
Ascians! The whole business reeks of their handiwork! Kupo-po! They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gajania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts?
Tainted gifts, whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools do build the pyre, and the crystals to feed the flames. Ever and again shall we suffer the primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Aigeld. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We will be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady.
While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired.
Okay. I can do that.
I will pray return to the Waking Sands. I guess, like, I'm glad that there's some kind of explanation for why fucking Vesper Bay doesn't have a goddamn Aetheryte, where it's just like, oh, they don't want to make our jobs too easy. The Uldans want us in their pocket for everything. At the same time, I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. Just returning is not enough. You must pray return. Pick a god and pray return to the Waking Sand. Whoop. Oh, a shooting star. Be careful. Don't pray too hard. Yeah, I don't want to fucking awaken primal Minfilia. Minfilia EX. Oh shit, fuck. Oh, is this person's chocobo? Okay. I thought it was just like, huh, a random chocobo. Weird.
The Gallian threat may have abated, but there is no end to the work we Scions do.
Oh, okay. You've already said that. Alright. For God's sake, does anyone here have new dialogue? Alphinaud is just straight up gone. Okay. Slav Swiss. You have nothing new for me. Radolf. You have nothing new for me. The other Scions are straight up gone. They're probably all in the solar, now that I'm thinking about it. Except for Urianger. Urianger's just standing there. in 2.22 they will. Am I still in 2.1? Toot. Hey everybody. Or just Minfilia.
It is good to see you hale and healthy, Igeld. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mogglmog the 12th, Lord of all the land, Kupo. Good King Mogglmog, good King Mog, rules with iron hand. But I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Igeld.
Yeah, I'm like super cool.
The Gifted.
The time has come to alas leave Vesper Bay, but Minfilia would apprise you of the final details of the move.
Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Igeld. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness of some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important.
Urianger! Thou art ever welcome, Igeld, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in the shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Sure, man. Be not offended, Igeld. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Bunny, bunny, bunny. Uh-huh. Whence came that cry? The Solar! 12 for Fend, the antecedent! Uh-huh. Oh, shit. Minfilia? You okay?
I can't. You must.
Oh.
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
Louisoix Leveilleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Okay, I forgot who this was going to be. I gotta do the voice again.
An Ascian! Here, how?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent.
But you are not like the others. Your robes.
Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
He who... You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
You... What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart wherever you're ready. Okay.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Excuse me. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing about me. Nothing.
The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did...
There would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave, as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait! Stay where you are!
Ooh. Mayhap I wasn't delicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? Wow. I wonder who that could have been. Probably no one important.
I take it there is no need to explain.
Yo, are you, like, okay?
Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill.
I'm not sure about that.
I heard a cry! What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I can fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students at Baldesian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
An Ascian, my lady. Was that what gave you cause to cry out?
Uh-huh.
I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
I know not and cannot. Find him, Aigeld. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Okay. Pray attend me, Tataru.
I can do that. He speaks of peace, but I know his words belie his true intent. Quickly, Aigeld, do not let him escape.
Here I go again on my own. I need some more chips. I'm getting tired. But it's like a weird energy drink fueled tired. Okay, I'm good now. So what it is it's important to... Oh. Oh, you're just here. The chips don't make me alert. But you want to make sure that you're eating something when you're having an energy drink. Because if you don't, you get fucked up. And it doesn't work properly. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. Okay. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Oh, fucking okay, bye. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna fucking beat him to death. I am being judged. Anyway. Hello, Mr. White-Robed Asbian. Well, are you? Ah, stinky zone. Anyway, I am not going to join this fate. I'm just going to keep on running. Fuck this Yarzan in particular. Oh, hold on. His buddies didn't like that. Anyway. Oh god, I took its leg. Ugh, gross. Excuse me, sir. I have to talk to you. Huh? Anyway.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination.
I'm gonna beat you to death.
Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense.
She was literally unarmed.
I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even among his brethren he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent.
You wouldn't hit someone who wears glasses, would you, white-robed Asian?
These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall be again. As it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, Jesus Christ. And we shall meet again.
Damn, I really wanted to beat him to death. Perhaps another time. Whoop. Well, time to pray return to the Waking Sands. One second. Okay, one more time.
More like gay return to the Waking Sands.
Ah! Fucking got him!
Oh, wait, no, that wasn't a knee slap. This is... Ow. I hurt my hand.
Why would you do that?
Funny?
You know what? That's fair. Thank you, JB.
Have fun.
I will. Lucas says hey. JB has already left, unfortunately. Zoom. Ophelia! Tatari, what's up?
Where were you, Argeld? Did you find the man in white? Oh, what am I doing? The antecedent is waiting for you.
Minfilia, I heard you've been waiting for me.
Thank the gods you've returned, Argeld. After you left, I began to worry that I might have set you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems that I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions.
Build on the stone. Minfilia has a final favor to ask of you.
Let us set aside the matter of this Asian until we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Okay. Urianger. Ah.
Urianger, I have a book for you. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? I got this book. The father's final bequest. The daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain.
Mushy mushy. Igeld, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the Seventh Heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetherite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep.
I am 100% going to make use of that aetherite. You can bet your bippy. Bet yon fucking bip. Warburton. I remember now. That was her father's name. Patrick Warburton? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway.
Tataru. 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 There you are. Oh, Igeld, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up.
As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours.
Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces.
Most of the men and women you see around you here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say that should make it easier for you to go about your business here.
So remember, at some point in the Yolda questline, a real Garlean spy tries to get her back to Alamigo before you interfere.
And it shouldn't hurt that Igeld here has already made something of a name for herself here. Isn't that so, Igeld?
Uh-huh. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see our efforts do not skip a beat during the relocation. And with that, Igeld, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you.
Fuck yeah, probably. I'm probably going to temper my expectations of, like, finishing A Realm Reborn before Endwalker hits. Because, like, I gotta say, I'm getting tired, and, again, I still don't know if I'm gonna end up, like, playing this, tomorrow at all. So let's go into the Rising Stones. Because I might still just take the day off, because, God, I have been streaming a lot recently, and I need, like, a full day off. Is that because you realize you're still in 2.1? Yeah, kinda. Coultonay! I did not realize the science had moved until I arrived in Vesper Bay. Thankfully, Urianger was kind enough to direct me here. I know I've only just joined, but if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Y'shtola! As you can see, our Sharlayan allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. 'Twould be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well. Thancred! Why are you just staring at Flamine? As ravishing as ever. Perhaps, for old time's sake, she would... Gods, Aigel, don't sneak up on me like that! We bards are an easily startled lot. Uh-huh. Oh, you wish to help? That's very kind of you, but I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. Hoary Boulder!
The horror. The horror.
I love the smell of victory in the morning. It smells like sweat. No, Montouille sauce. No, victory. Yeah, victory.
So here we are, completely independent and unquestionably neutral, or at least more so than before. Truth be told, I cannot say it feels that different. Of course, Ida begs to differ. I was waiting for Hoary Boulder and Coltonay to show up. I'm so glad they're here. Alphinaud, you son of a bitch. Is it not wonderful, Aigeld? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy the respite. Yes. It's in part because I realize I'm still in 2.1. Like, God, I forgot how long this game is. Can I just have a voiced cutscene, please? I begs of thee. Aw. Ah, the slow walk, in sync. Is this one gonna be voiced? Please be voiced. Fuck. Well, it is certainly spacious. Is big. That's for true.
Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. Let this be forever known, our Independence Day. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea.
Uh-huh. For Eorzea!
A moment of your time, my guild. I would speak of Elidibus.
Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge, both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such a time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must.
Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ocker, or Puce, and which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the Crystal of Darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace, but I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Aigeld. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Okay. Kryl, where are you?
Whomst? Your intercession was not foretold. Look at his dumb hair. You object. We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the Seventh Order and are stronger now in the Gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will. So too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Complete. Quest complete! Whew. Oh, I have to do this one. Still Waters. Minfilia has a new assignment for you.
Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies.
That's the start of 2.2, I think. I think so. It feels like it.
Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the Concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant qualities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Ooh. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray, depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I can only hope our fears prove to be unfounded when you do. Uh-huh. Alright, let's go. Y'shtola! happening? Ah, Igeld. Your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into no further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He's the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Mayhap! Let's go. Fufalupa, my friend, how are you? Igeld, what a pleasure to see you again. Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it might be greater than... But never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, a driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off towards eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage. That would seem a curious choice with thieves of such prudent cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Do they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, my friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on that second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. Somnus sounds like a drug. That sounds like fantasy drugs. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Igeld. Alright. Off we go. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive would profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof. Aight.
Now then.
Oh, fucking thank God. Okay.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Is it gonna go back
Indeed.
to... Okay.
I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Tome. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Fucking Urianger just like, oh yeah, a young woman showed up here, and Thancred's just like, is she hot? Thancred, shut the fuck up. Yeah. One of my favorite characters.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Huh? I think I remember hearing somewhere that Yugiri was originally supposed to be like another variety of Mikote. I don't remember where I heard that, so don't quote me. I have a more subtle approach, Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well, then for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Fufalupa, I'm gonna pick your brain. I'm just gonna bust your skull right open. I'm just gonna start digging around. It's gonna be gross. You're gonna hate it. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped unnoticed for so long, and then it came to me. What if there's someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst! It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed. If, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered at the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they may instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to trust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote minor, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this minor would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley. A fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Igeld? You lie in wait to the north, I shall do the same to the south. I can do that. Ahem, forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Uh-huh. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. Say that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Alright. I can do that. I'm good at punching things. I'm good at punching things and people. This was the first tease of ninja as a job. Hell yeah. People like ninjas. People likes ninjas. Standing watch, oh I'm standing watch, bro, I'm just standing here. I'm just standing here. Movement in the distance catches your eye. Oh shit! Excuse me. Stop that. All ball. Y'shtola, how you doing? Y'shtola looks so cute in her mining outfit. Look at that. That's great. I love it. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed. Uh-huh. A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Thanalan, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves. All of them. Aye, and with all the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. Uh-huh. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Ah, yes. My meeting. Where my fist met their face, you see. I punched them really hard. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray, keep me appraised of any developments. Moshi Moshi. Yes? She's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Uh-huh. I love any time they acknowledge just, like, the nod animation. Because it's not even, like, the regular nod. The Mother of Exiles. Thancred has information on your next assignment. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphinaud awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphinaud has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. When I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Alright, pray return to the way he stands, I guess. Oh, not prey return to the Waking Sands? Wait, hold on. Where am I prey returning to? Ah! Bont! You are late. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed, but from what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Dormans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Dorma, yes? In Arthad? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Gallian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Fucking Alphinaud. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah, my guild. And we will... Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. Let's go, Ul'dah. Yeah, I am rapidly losing steam here, unfortunately. I mean, we may need to cut this at 2.5 hours, which would be in about 5 minutes. So probably at the end of this particular quest. As much as it pains me to do so. To stop so early in the patch content. And we haven't even gotten to the point where Alphinaud forms a PMC. All of my jokes about doing so will be for naught. God damn it, Alphinaud. Why do you have to take so long to fucking become Big Boss? Why is that person's name Random Target? Is that lore compliant? Is that a lore compliant row name? Might be. Yeah, it might be a bit before that happens. Yeah, I figured. Oh well, 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 oh well. Yare Yare Daze. A lot of people standing around this particular door watching cutscenes, huh? It matters not how many times you ask. Without I forget, I gave this guy a voice, I'm sure. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphinaud Leveilleur, at your service. A friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Uh-huh. To the quicksand! To the walls! What? Mamodi! Mamodi Modi! Adventure is good. Bleh. Master Alphinaud's associate, yes? We have been waiting for you. I trust you are ready to begin. I am. I am so ready. Is this voiced?
We have traveled several thousand miles across the sea, from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Yeah. Yugiri.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Damn. Sucks.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Alright, well that was good while it lasted. Alright, let us continue until we hit the end of this quest. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Momodi, I need a huge favor. Els, why didn't you say sooner, Eigeld? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell you the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call on Fridery and Catherine in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. I should set them straight. Boop. Good timing, some rich bastards were gonna waste a lot of food tomorrow. Thank goodness. Steps of Thal. Alright. You, give me stuff. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. No, here's a letter. It's a smash invitation. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. Ah, shut up. You. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Here's a smash invite. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. That's fucked up. That's fucked up that you'd say that. A very tall dwarf. Adventurers Guild. Hey, Gary, I'm taking things. I can't carry things. Hold on. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Okay. Yugiri, it's all in hand. I dared not hope for such magnanimity.
Much less expected. Mistress Momody is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly.
Bunny, bunny, banani, 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 bunny. Uh-huh. Oh, Alphinaud. Lady Ugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply.
We have been granted an audience.
Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once.
You have done much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favor.
Not as owed, Lady Ugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate.
Then I shall choose them with care.
You will be accompanying us, yes? Good, your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Dormans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Uh-huh. I think Ugiri even uses, like, Mikote, animations in her first appearance. Okay, this is the end of this quest line. Chamber of Rule. Please free me. I am running on fumes at this point. Rauban! A pleasure, Igeld. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Will this be yet another voiced cutscene? Are we getting into the part of the game where they're going to be more commonplace? I sure hope so. I recognize some of these people. Oh, there's that motherfucker.
I, Ugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Ugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Ugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said,
Yeah, he
these are
seems like a
foreign
glass
refugees.
half full kind of guy.
To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames,
What's up?
the cost of which grows ever higher.
Thanks.
The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
Thank you.
And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
Thank you.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks.
Jimmy's
Mayhap
already
you
left,
think
I'm
the
sorry.
brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
I could reckon with him.
Surely the Sultanate can
I could punt
support
him
the
a
few
good
hundred domains
10,
Lady
maybe
Yugiri
15
represents.
yards.
That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and
Checkmate,
benevolent
atheists.
Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
I wonder which these guys represents the Mandervilles. Well, that's less than ideal. Yeah, that's definitely a Mikote animation.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Alright, so that's going to be it for today. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes at tiers 1, 2, and 3. You can also follow me on Twitter at @San_intolerant or on YouTube at youtube.com/SanIntolerant, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream is done by Pirate Cashew on Twitter. That's PIRATECASHOO. Fantastic work. Does a lot of horror art, so keep that in mind. If you decide to check their stuff out. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow I will not be streaming. I'm taking the day off because it's my birthday. I think at this point I have kind of accepted the fact that there's no way I'm getting through A Realm Reborn before Endwalker comes out, so I'm just gonna not even bother. I got through the base game. I did that. So I mean I got that going for me, which is nice. Thursday, I will be streaming The Order 1886 in the evening. Friday, we'll be streaming more Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea. Saturday, I don't know what's going to be done on Saturday at this point. I might not do anything on Saturday. I might focus on playing Endwalker. Potentially. But stay tuned to find out. I might decide something between now and then. Who knows? And yeah, I'm probably going to return to this at some point to continue playing through New Game Plus. But for now, we're going to go ahead, put this whole business on pause, and we will return to it at a later date. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Yeah. Okay, I need to get out of here.